talked first about the economics of energy efficiency and why banks might actually want to integrate or internalize energy efficiency within their risk management processes. So the kind of impacts that energy efficiency would have from a risk management perspective. We looked at how, from a systems perspective, we would then internalize energy efficiency, looking at, for example, standardized data collection, definitions, the importance of data. We turned then to something which is crucial to this project, which is consumer demand. How can we ensure that there is actually a market for this product? So we talked a lot around consumer focus groups that are currently being conducted under the EeMAP project and the very positive results that are coming out of those. And finally, we talked around EeMAP, the cover bond label, and how these market-led initiatives, these very innovative market-led initiatives, can really make a difference and help to achieve these outcomes. As far as looking forward is concerned, we talked to the audience about our forthcoming pilot phase, which will begin in March or April of 2018, where we will be trialling, together with a small number of banks, around 20 banks, a minimum viable energy efficient mortgage product, based on a framework in terms of energy performance indicators, instructions to valuers, etc., etc. And what we're really hoping during that process is that we get some very strong institutional support. That's very important. We need a really kind of strong political support from the EU institutions to really take this to the next level.
We need to fully understand what it is that a customer wants. Without understanding needs, we don't know what we're selling. I think what's really clear is that when it comes to an energy efficient mortgage product, our customer research so far has been indicating there's a real interest from customers, so we need to make sure that we get the final offer right. But it's also pretty clear that what we do at the downstream, at the customer end in terms of this product, has to really be well understood and synchronized with what's happening all the way up the chain in terms of bond origination. So what's crystal clear to me as a result of the panel today is that we need to understand how all of the pieces work and ensure that we synchronize and integrate and add the right new elements to mean that we have a very clear flow and a very marketable product.
From a banking perspective, and particularly from a retail cooperative banking perspective, in which we really have a very granular book of residential mortgages, where we need to head off is for trying to find a common definition at the European level, which is simple enough for banks to use. And as I said during the panel, the best is the enemy of the good. And then we shouldn't forget that we need to move on right now without trying to find something which is too good to be true. Probably we can build up again on something which can be improved, but we clearly need something which can be used by banks in the next coming months. So my message to all involved in the EeMAP initiative is to find a common ground to develop such a framework which is not too heavy from the starting point.
From a European data warehouse perspective, why is this project important? Well, because we already have a wealth of data on the mortgage sector, and increasing the wealth of the information on the energy side, efficiency for the mortgages is very important for us. And we also hope that this is going to have a cross-pollinating effect on other asset classes.
I'm extremely enthusiastic about the willingness to find solutions to bring finance to any duration. There's a huge potential. How much do we need a separate green bond market for innovation? And or how do we simply need a fantastic flexible mortgage financing that can also finance any duration? I think this is a big question going forward, and I think it's going to be a mixture depending on how flexible are mortgage markets in country A and what do we need to do in country B, because mortgage markets are not flexible enough yet.